Hello and welcome to the Batcave, your secret hideout for historic Brawl gameplay videos. I'm your host, BlindBat8719. On today's video, we are heading to the Shire for a Hobbit Thanksgiving feast given by Samwise Gamgee. This deck is chock full of cards appropriately themed for a Thanksgiving feast, but will give us any winner chicken dinners. I'm going to be playing 10 games for all of you, and if I get 3 wins, please like the video. If I get 5 wins, smash that subscribe button like you're making mashed potatoes. If the deck gets stuffed like a turkey and receives less than 3 wins, leave a comment on how I could have built the deck better. With all of that out of the way, let's jump into the arena for some brawls. This hand... Arctic Tree Line comes to play tap, Shire Terrace, Trail of Crumbs. Got the Generous End. I think this is going to be a fine hand to keep. Right? Anything crazy about this? Yeah, no, let's make this. We can make this work. Playing against Dargaran, piloting a Shadowfax Lord of Horses deck, which I haven't played against before. So this will be interesting. Whenever it attacks, lesser power. Alright, so let's keep this. Start off by saying hello to the opponent. And put an Arctic Tree Line into play tapped. So yeah, oh wait, I can't do a turn 2 Samwise. Maybe I should have rethought this, but I think we'll be fine. Opponent's playing a Giver of Runes first, and I happen to naturally draw the Forest, which is awesome. So we'll start off by doing the Samwise Gamgee play. Get him out into the field. Giver of Runes is a good protection thing. I have one in the deck, mostly because it's called Giver of Runes, and it is a Thanksgiving build. So why wouldn't I put a Giver of Runes in this deck? But next turn's probably looking like maybe a Trail of Crumbs with an Eater of Virtue. Do I have double white any need for popping up on the Shire anytime soon? So then I also have Generous Ent, which just says create forest cycling. So this will let me... Oh, alright, there goes Samwise. So we'll pick the action, put him into the command zone real quick. Alright, Lightning Bolt. Ooh, the My Little Pony stuff. Good stuff. Alright, Nithos doesn't do me as much good, so I would say here, if I spend the 2 on the Trail of Crumbs, got Nithos, I think cycling is still probably my better bet with the Generous Ent, so let's do that. Because again, because it's forest cycling, I can grab some of the, like, Canopy Vista, for example, or I can grab a Temple Guardian, Canopy Vista. 2 more basic lands. We're going to go with the Temple Garden and put that in with the 2 lives so I can play out a Trail of Crumbs. And that's that. Alright, so I have nothing in Historic in the group. So Samwise Gamgee, Historic card. Got a couple of things in here that'll be really useful to recur, which is kind of nice. You know, Eater of Virtue counts as one of the things, for example. If I were to mill Nithos, that would count. So, Guardian Isle Ramp. So, Shadowfax Lord of Horses. I don't think this is what I'm going to build, but interesting. You may put a creature card of lesser power from your hand. So, the higher you pop Shadowfax, the bigger thing you can put into play. Drawing a Gilded Goose. I almost feel like building the board is slightly better. I got enough colors. I probably could play out the Nithos safely. And, you know, I feel like I should probably be a little bit aggressive. So let's play out a Provisions Merchant. That's going to be my second food. And this is at least as a use for the stuff, at least. Oh, this is the Beast. I'm working on another deck with Taunos about beasts and birds. So that might be something to keep in mind, actually. Yep, there's Shadowfax. So, not blocking, and that's probably why the Giver of Runes is in their deck, so this way they can safely attack with Shadowfax without having to worry about things happening. Other non-token, that is interesting, no blocks. That ain't happening right now. Alright, that gets to be interesting. So, Shire Terrace. I would say let's swing here and sacrifice a food. Gonna blow it up. Yeah, fine, sacrificing a food. That'll let me let me pay the one with the Shire Terrace. Iago, do I go reveal it? Oh, I have to reveal that to permanent card. Yeah, Iago's good to have because Shadowfax is 4 normally, so that's something where I could, with the trigger on the stack, I could use Iago to kill. And yeah, let's destroy all the creatures. So the Giver of Runes doesn't protect against that. So if you're not used to playing with protection, protection means, well, as it says on the screen, it's targeted damage, essentially. You can't be a target. Since Wrath of God doesn't target, it affects the entire board. Oh, Trailer Crumbs goes away. Because Wrath of God affects the entire board, you can't get protection from white and be like, oh, hey, my creature doesn't die. No, it doesn't work that way. Alright, Guardian Idol. So this buys me a little bit of time to get some rebuild going. This is tempting. Elish Norn. You know something? Alright, there goes the land. Play out some Elish Norn. Play out a Gilded Goose. Do they have a swords? Oh, they got swords. Alright, alright. Well, I mean, good for them. Do they have a land for the Shadowfax? Oh, they have a land for the Shadowfax. Alright, and do you have a creature? And you do. Oh, and it's a Werefox Bodyguard. Nice. Good on them. Alright, Peregrine Took would be sacrifice 3 foods, draw a card, and make a token more. I'm still sometimes remember what some of the cards do from the Lord of the Rings set. I need to put bodies out. So I pay 4 for this. I'm hoping to draw a land, and that gives me enough for a Took, I guess. And Took is a 2/3. Yeah, let's draw the 3 cards with the Harmonize. There we go. Alright. And then Spider Food. Alright, that destroys all of that stuff. Frodo isn't terrible. I think 2/3. Let's play with Frodo real quick. Alright, we'll make him my ring bearer, and let's play out Eater of Virtue. Because that gives a +2. He doesn't actually have any other special abilities. So now it just comes down to what removal. I'm cutting it really close here. I forgot about the Castle Embereth. Yep. Okay. Oh, there goes Frodo then. Oh, he didn't want to pump? Okay. That's interesting. And then the conference cell? Okay. Alright, so I have a few things I need to think about. 4, 3. Do I have anything here to get back with? I have nothing to get back with Samwise. So if I were to get rid of the Were Bodyguard, that would give me back a Gilded Goose. But I do believe the Combat Celebrant is the #1 thing to get rid of right now with the Food Coma. And now I need to find a way to... I guess we're gonna Spider Food up. No, ah man, I think they got me this time. You think if I Spider Food up, the Took doesn't do me any good. I think gaining the life is probably better, right? Oh man, I think they kind of got me on this one. Yeah, not enough mana. Well, I was hoping to play out more creature stuff, but the Food Coma would definitely mean sneaking that in would have been annoying. All right. They got it. Good game. Ah, man. Alright, Dargaran, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, I like this hand. I think it's a decent start. I'm playing against MotherOfPrunes, piloting a Zurgo and Ojutai deck. Hexproof as long as I end the battlefield this turn. Alright, yeah, so I just think Jessica Goodsoe is probably what I'm dealing against. So we'll keep this. We got some interaction with a Fateful Absence, a little bit of ramp going on. So I think this will definitely be a good start to the deck. So I can definitely lead off with Seiju, Gilded Goose, then next turn play out a Rosy Cotton, which makes me get a food so I don't lose out on using Gilded Goose next turn. And then with between the Night of Autumn and the Fateful Absence, start off by saying hello to the opponent. Go Seiju, Gilded Goose. So yeah, I think I put a lot of good interaction going on. And even if they kill the Gilded Goose right now, I have the Arcane Signet. Curse of Silence. So really? Samwise? Okay. I mean, Curse of Silence is a good card. Play the white out, and I actually can Night of Autumn and destroy the Curse of Silence. I think the best part would be to do Rosy Cotton. Alright, Rosy better? Yeah, no, let's do the Night of Autumn. And we'll just destroy the Curse of Silence. And then next turn I can do Forest, Signet, Samwise, and get things going that way. Rosy with the Faithful, then hope to draw some refill stuff a little bit. This is the Omniscience art? Okay. Some nice stuff they got going on there. And was that their only play? It was just to try to stall me out a little bit? Or are they short on land? Like, did they not have another color? They keep a one-lander? Honk honk. Really? That was... They were hoping that I would... I don't know what's going on here now. Are they kerfuffled? Ah, there we go. Because they figured out what color they need to play for that. Alright, so I already have a forest. So let's actually... I'm going to lead off with the forest because I like saving my pathways till I absolutely know which color I might actually need. So we'll go Arcane Signet into Samwise. Swing with the Night of Autumn. Get a little bit of damage in that way. And then I get the Rosy Cotton, which will be and that can definitely start buffing up my creatures a bit. Ojutai is a 4/4 with haste. Alright. I'm gonna have 2 tokens come in. And what does it say? It's end of the battlefield this turn. Alright, there goes Lauren. Alright, we'll play out a white. Play out a Rosy Cotton. And actually, we're gonna go with Night of Autumn. Both times. And swing in this way. And then I actually could bring back the Arcane Signet as it is an artifact, and it does count as a part of the historic label. So I guess this turns an Ojutai attack. One more dragons you control to damage to a player battle, the top 3 cards of your library. Turn one of those dragons to its owner's hand. Wow. The Dragon Travel would have been fun with this, actually. So Lauren has Vigilance and have both of us draw. Probably would take the 2 from her. It would be funny if they actually put in some of those creature type changing cards to make Lauren of the Third Path also a dragon. And that means it would be able to go, but he might actually have that because that means she's a good one to bring back. Alright, so haste. I do think we'll have the Gilded Goose block here. Just because I don't want to have them get more of this. Look at the top 3 cards. Yeah, we don't want any of that going on. Alright, so let's play out another green. Alright, so let's see if we can get rid of Zurgo now. This way they have a spell pierce up, I'd be able to pay for it. Let's go with Peregrine Took here, which is greatly what I want right now, which is pretty awesome because he will let me draw some stuff. So let's put a counter on Samwise, and then let's put another counter on... Let's put one on Samwise again as well. Okay, and this is just make some tokens. Yeah, draw 3 cards. So I have these 2 attack. We have Lauren who can block the Peregrine Took. Or Peregrine can block that at least. Alright, so that's a win. That way did not want to let me draw the card. Which makes sense on their part because why would you give me? I'm hellbent at this point. So now they have 6 mana available to them. So exile all creatures, exile all graveyards. Why would you let me do the artifact thing? All creatures, all graveyards. So I can go for a random card or I can go for an arcane signet. I guess the random card's probably my better bet then. Kind of is the same as an arcane signet, isn't it? Alright. Let's throw down with a generous Ent. Again, so part of the deck building with this was to have fun with it and be on theme for Thanksgiving. So, being very generous. Why not? It also is a food maker. And with my last deck being about Greta and the Sweet Tooth stuff, I was trying to find some other cards that would make me differentiate the two a little bit. So like that got more of the black food makers from the Lord of the Rings sets, and some of the green ones that weren't exactly essential. I tried to switch out for this. Oh my goodness! Let us use Bill the Pony. Oh, that is awesome. Let Bill the Pony sick. Let Bill the Pony work. Okay, cool. All right. We're going to swing with the Ent. Attack. We'll have the Ent deal extra damage now. Oh, that is very funny. Alright, let's leave it at that. Oh boy. Alright. I think they're going to be like, wait, we're getting beat down. Let's see. Okay, not going to flip. You're getting beat down by like draft chaff almost from one set. Though Bill the Pony was actually really good in the Lord of the Rings limited bit, and Ent was okay. It was something that was good for a cycler. Again, it's a 1 mana 4 cycler. That's insane. You know, and then again, this is one of the things that destroy all creatures. Okay, cool, resolved. They're all, but destroy is better for me because now, I mean, let's see. Can I do this? Good question between is Eleanor better or is Samwise better? I only have 2 cards in the graveyard, so I think my better bet here is actually use Eleanor. It also makes me work around having to worry about the 1 mana counterspell for things from exile, and then we'll gain the life from her food. So that this way now I get to search for a land card. Yes, take the action. So it's kind of thinning my deck out at the same time. We'll get another Plains. I don't think I have a triple white card, but you know, as I already have 4 parts of green, might as well just go for another green things. I think the 4 green is enough for I think the Feasting Troll King is 4 green. Narset of the Ancient Ways. I love Narset of the Ancient Ways. Early on in the channel, I built a cycling deck built around her. It was fun. Oh man. Would I play it again? I'd probably play it occasionally, but I think I found a new Jeskai deck that I'm really enjoying, which is Jeskai Equipment. Alright, let's find out. Do they have the counterspell? Oh, sweet. Alright, cool. So let's bring back Eleanor. And let's bring that back. This is one of the benefits of the deck, actually, is this whole ability of using the Rhys, getting these, like, they kill my thing, and I'm like, okay, cool. I just bring stuff back now? Take the action. Deck thinning is always good at this point. Let's get another forest going. So, you know, what are we going to do here? Alright, so that Reckoner Bankbuster is probably going to burst soon and get some of that token. And then, yeah, so their flow right now is a lot better than mine. I'm hoping almost like for creature build a pony almost, I can kind of make Eleanor, you know, a 4-power thing, so I still have, you know, I can kill him in 2 turns. That's not healthy. For me, at least. Dragon's Fire. Alright, Samwise is going away. Take the action. Up to 6. There you see, there you go. Finally cash in on that card draw that I gave you. But I think Narset's ultimate's probably what's going to do me in. But they're not replaying the commander out, which I would have thought would be something they would want to do. Tell me I have 2 left over. I have 2 left over. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. You're going to counter Samwise? That's the big moment right now. They're going to counter Samwise. Samwise is like almost the trick. Then Yodian Dissonant comes into play, and then again, that's an almost like... It's just interesting. I want to say Giraffe Trap, but I'm not sure if Green-White was really the most popular thing, but it's something that in Standard right now has been doing pretty decent. Alright, you're going to counter the other thing, you're going to get rid of something else? I mean, I don't have any way of getting rid of the triple thing, but I can always, if this resolves and they do something in response, I can be able to do something with Samwise War by having, at least having the 3rd food thing in play. I can at least get Bill the Pony back. You know, have some fun with that a little bit. Alright, that's the one you want to counter. No problem. What else you got? So I do think it is worth... cast on too much any target. That will constantly kill Sam, I believe, every time. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell. So I either go at Narset, which I think is the right bit here, because he pops the ultimate, anything he gets, but he's also low on card selection. He's at 6. No, he's not. Alright. I think checking Narset a little bit is the right play here. And what they're going to do now is they're going to draw with the Bankbuster. Going to make the 1/1 token. So it didn't matter if I was going face or not. They probably would make the same play. They're going to do the Bankbuster, draw a card, sacrifice that token to block for the Eleanor, which means I guess they're leaning more towards popping Narset next turn and going off of that things that way. Alright, I guess they really like the token. Alright, so that's 7. Now it's Kento's going to flip. And I'm probably now... This one's getting away from me, I would say.
I won't forget.
Yeah, because now their first non-creature spell, there goes Sam.
This is my ultimate technique.
Oh no. Okay, if it's an extra turn spell, that's probably me cutting it close to being quitting it, just because... me playing the forest worth it at this point? I feel like it kind of is. No, I'm just going to pass turn. There's no point in attacking because they're just going to crew the Bankbuster and hit me for 4 at this point. So let's see if they have the extra turn spell and make them rethink what I have in my hand. Search for Canto. So I think this is the beginning of the end for the deck. Tail's End. Oh, and that's legendary. And I have a lot of legendary spells in this deck. Zurg. Can't do anything about Zurg. Alright, 4. Look at the top 3, right? But, oh, he can bring Zurg back to his hand if he wants, so he can keep that hexproof ability going. That is an interesting thing to keep in mind about that. And there's the 2 damage. There goes Sam. Alright, there's all of that. Teleportation Circle. Huh. I don't think that's going to be enough to get me there. And I'm going to be short playing. Oh, I'm going to be really short playing on the teleportation circle. I think they got me on this one because basically any point in time they cast a spell, they're going to have, kill my Samwise. So I'm just going to concede here now and move on to the next one. So MotherOfPrunes, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. Yep, they had the board wipe. So yeah, no, they, oh man, alright. Alright, so I'm going to keep this hand. This one actually isn't that bad. I just find it hysterical. I'm playing against Cassiel, piloting also a Samwise Gamgee deck. So you get to see 2 deck lists for the price of 1 at this point. So we'll keep. This one, though, I might play. I normally like to play Samwise on 1. We'll start off by saying hello. And let's play out the Overgrown Farm first. Normally I want to play that out first, but I feel like with Takasa's Welcome in the hand, I'm better off. Ooh, they have a much better start than me. Mox Amber. Yeah, so theirs clearly aggressive and not for fun, like mine is. So I think my better... Mox Amber? Yeah, let's go with the Arcane Signet. This way then gives me 4 mana. This is power... Yeah, I do think that Takasa's Welcome is worth getting online. Oh, wait. 4 mana. I still get these things. So I think let's go with Samwise, Yodian Dissident. I know I'm losing out on some card draw here, but I think Yodian Dissident is just such an amazing card to have with Samwise at the same time. Guardian Project. Okay, that pass on this turn. And that now becomes a great target for the Knight of Autumn. Do I have enough to do both? I don't think so. I have 5. Of course, it's always 5. But no, this is Knight of Autumn is really key right now. This will let me draw a card. We're going to destroy the Guardian Project. And that's going to let me play out a counter on there. Make her still big. And I'm just going to go with swinging real quick. I think they're probably low to the ground with their mana, it seems like. Anafenza's nice. And I think, yeah, I have an Anafenza in this deck. When I was looking through, like, this is perfect, actually. I want to play cheap creatures. Just having them be pumped up at a time is good. Now, I think this version, they could blow my thing up, but I think they're going to go for the 4. Sorry, two counters on to make it a 4-4, a 4-3. Nope, getting rid of the Arcane Signet. Okay, that's fine. I don't got anything instant tricks, and I don't think it's worth me sacrificing a food now. No, because I can always get it back, and I'd rather have the extra food. Parallel Lives. An effect will create 1 or more tokens. It creates twice as many. So any reason for me to not play out to cost this turn? I think we'll go with Eleanor here. Because what I can do now, I can put the counter on Samwise. If I put that on Knight of Autumn, it's just going to trade with the other Knight of Autumn. Let's do that. Oh, there we go. We'll double pump that. Let's bring back the Arcane Signet now, actually. Because what this will let me do, it'll let me trigger Eleanor. And that gives me more mana. Swing with the 5-4. Alright, and we'll get myself another white source. Alright, and so now next turn I could do... let's see. If I draw a land, Parallel Lives into Castle's Welcome to make all my other creatures a little bit better. I've then... The Great Henge, that's a good one. They're doing as much as they can with as little mana as they got. Galadriel. Is there any way I can make pay 2? Alright, so let's play out the Arcane Signet. And then let's play out Galadriel as well. And then we're We're going to choose a food token still with her, because with the Yodian Dissident out, that lets me give pump to the whole team anyways. And let's have those guys attack. Because at this point, I'm forcing them, they have to do something. They gotta start blocking things, because this is getting slightly ridiculous, I would say. Actually, the Anaffensive should die more. Put him to the command zone, that's all fine. So I can do the 4. I can play Tokasas with Samwise, potentially. Creatures and non-basic lands. Alright, so I'm still fine, actually. Fortified Village. Well, that's going to come into play tapped. So Tokasa, 1, 2, yep. So let's play out Tokasa. Let's let me play out Samwise. So you have to draw another card at least. Land tax. Not really helpful right now. So we'll have Galadriel attack. The Knight of Autumn. And we'll have a Lenor. We'll create a food... 1/1 counter. Create a food token. Because she can't put a counter on a creature, but if I have to make the food token... Oh. Okay, that's fine with me. Galadriel can't get any bigger, so we'll put the counter on her. All of that's fine with me. So I think they're really getting desperate at this point. Oh, yes, the Steelseeker. He's an awesome one. Yeah, I think he's a fun card advantage thing to do when you have, an artifact theme in green. So now really I need some more sort of evasion or way to punch through right now. Or the Great Henge. Getting a copy of the Great Henge would be pretty decent too. Yes, I think Parallel Lives might be the thing to play out. War of the Last Alliance. Search for 2 legendary creatures. Creature will double strike, the ring tempts you. Okay. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. Who are they searching for? Boromir. That's an awesome one to have, yeah. You could play Boromir out now, actually. Yeah, this is another one. Slowly getting away from me here. Alright, well... Parallel Lives plus Delighted Halfling... isn't the best, I guess? And arguably I could... but I feel like I'd rather draw the card of Tokasa first. And to see what I get rather than committing 4 mana to the Parallel Lives. So, let's play out Mondrak then. Knight of Autumn, put one on Alina. So this is where the combat bit gets to be tricky, because they really just want to sit here and, not do anything. I guess ultimately what's going to happen here is I'm just going to bring back the whole team. Let me leave Elena back as a blocker. I have nothing for 2 mana. I have 3 mana. Let me have Galadriel create a treasure token. Because if they kill the Knight of Autumn... oh, I have 2 treasure tokens. Even better. We'll put one on Galadriel. We'll put one on the Knight of Autumn. Because my thinking is, if they end up deciding to kill the Knight of Autumn, I can't bring it back. Ah, shucks. Never mind then. Yeah, that seems about right. There goes Boromir. Ring gets tempted. Everybody's indestructible. I don't have a way of pumping anymore, right? Yeah. Alright, that's the first hit, and then there goes the rest. Doesn't really matter because they're indestructible. I feel like I should just gain the life now, honestly, because I'm not going to use much with anything else. So, green, white, sacrifice food, gain some life, and that'll let me get another card going out of the deck. We'll end the turn. Let's look for another white source. Seems good. Who's the other legendary creature you're looking for now? Got to use Boromir already. Elder's North's pretty decent. That's a good counter. Triggers an additional time. Alright. Oh boy. Here comes all the triggers. All the triggers is not gold. Okay. So we got one forest. Put Eleanor, which I can kind of see. Drawing all the lands. Kind of like what my land... Yeah, maybe my land tax might be useful right now, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not for a while. I'll keep the land tax in hand to make a thing I have a counter spell. Not counter spell, I'm sorry, but it's a removal spell or whatnot. And back comes the Boromir. Yep. And this is exactly what my deck does too. It just wants to play these historic creatures that you can't really get rid of. So I can maybe get him to get like 30 cards in hand because of the lands? Alright, I think them milling out will not be a possibility. Gonna have to get to something that is going to put this over the edge for me at some point, but even now it's not even that. I think their creature control get double strike until end of turn. So this looks to be more of a stay back and try to survive next turn. At this point, I don't mind. Actually, let me not do that because on the off chance that yeah, into the north, that's not going to do me anything. Alright, so let's 2, 3. I'll just do this now. Sacrifice these two. Actually, no, let's undo all that. Sorry. It's probably better at instant speed thing because then that lets me block and sacrifice like the Delighted Halfling or whatnot. What I would say is let's do Into the North so that I can get the Arctic Tree Line out. And then if it would, Don't Cause. And if that would keep trigger. We'll sacrifice a food. We can we can get another land out of the deck. Well, that's annoying. And I don't... Oh, wait a minute. Here, so now, so this is the example of... Alright, so we pay white. Let's pay white and a green. Sorry guys, I'm being slow with this stuff. Play the green. We'll pay the life, mostly because I think I have enough of it. This way I can keep her in my graveyard. And that's the thing to keep in mind too with the Mandrake, is that I can keep reusing this ability to save any of my creatures. Does this have vigilance? No, it is indestructible. So no attacks. And I could have played her out. That was my mistake. I should have played her out. So is there anything I can kind of kill? No, I got a couple things I can maybe kill. Oh man. Redoing this whole thing with the saga. Oh boy, this is a long game, guys. And semi-apologizing now. But, you know, he hasn't won yet. Neither have I, but I think this is a fun example of going the back and forth. Kind of can happen in this deck. That Elish Norn is what's killing me right now. Yeah, the Cassiel's Welcome doesn't work anymore. Tell me they're going to run out of legendary creatures. Probably not, but it'd be nice. Okay, Azusa kind of works right now for them because they have all those lands from the Seraph guy at least. Resolve all. Make the token, make more of these things. But it's amazing that all that, and I only seen like one extra land. So I guess he's keeping it. Nope. Drawing 2 more. Inspiring Sanctuary. That's a good call. That's probably one I should have added into this deck. I don't think I have that in here. Probably because I'm using up all the food tokens for other things at the moment. But yeah, no, that was a mistake I made. I should have actually brought back Eleanor and then that turn and replayed her out at least. I mean, granted, I'm going to lose all. I don't have any foods now because that mother's passing away, so I have to hope I get that Swords of Plowshare soon on the mother. Alright. A few more lands, a few more life. More card draw. They've drawn 9 cards since the last time I checked. You guys got double strikes, so what else should bring? Oh, that's why you didn't mind putting it into the graveyard. That was kind of silly, I feel like. Unless you're willing to get rid of a bunch of lands, I guess. Alright, land. Something you like. Something you like, something you like. We know that. Draw 2 more cards. Put you down to 58 left. You better have a way to kind of almost finish the game off soon. By the next turn, I feel like we can draw all this going on. Alright, go to your attacks. And you're only swinging with her? I was gonna say. You did all of that, and you're not even trying to swing at me. Well, that's frustrating. Doubling season, that's a fun one. Let's see, just double check the lands real quick. Oh, alright, so now they're ahead of me. Activate Sam. Bring back Elena. This is what I should have done the last turn. Alright, let's go to my turn. Watch me draw swords off the top. Get rid of the mom, and then I get to do a lot more of this over and over. Feasting Troll King, good call. Alright. So brush land. Play out the blocker. Nothing happens, I know that. Land tax. At this point, I might as well just put it all out there. Nothing, this doesn't draw me a card. No point in attacking, really. Mondrak's the only that would be worth attacking. And 7/7. See, they gang up on her. They're gonna use what, the small stuff? Make this a 5/5, swing for 12. And if worst case, they just use Boromir and bring everything back. So no attacks. Board wipes out of the question now as well because Boromir is in play. I would say my best bet at this point. Well, I hope the Vornaclex is what you're going to use to kind of finish me off at this point now. It's a shame, you know, about the double strike bit. Improvise, trample, haste. Oh yeah, that's fine. Like, the reason why I was reading that is the aura around him was slightly different. So let's resolve all of these things. And nothing does a +1/+1 counter, which would have been really nice. At least then it put me on my misery a little bit. I hope you're looking for something that's going to put a bunch of counters on things. Forest. Ooh, what was that you put away? Gandalf the White. Alright. Frodo Baggins. Yeah, I think Frodo would have been a fun one to get there. Because at least that way you can... Well, actually I have the Yodian, but at least with Frodo, you can at least try to get through things. Oh, wait. Okay. I forgot about 8 counters. Dang. Oh, doubling season with the... Yep, that'll do the trick. Oh, and they're all the ultimate Ren and Realmbreaker. Alrighty. So again, this is the difference you're seeing between a fun, on-theme deck versus a deck that's playing a lot of, you know, good, great stuff. Though I do have monsters. I think I have Vornaclex in here because there's nothing else. I'd like to think of him as Planeswalker hate. So anything? Are they gonna really Peregrine Took, Feasting Cream Coal? You know something? I think at this point I'm just gonna concede. It's a good game, guy. Cassiel, I like your deck. Let's go on to the next one. This hand, I mean, again, I get turn 2 Samwise, but I'm not doing much else, I feel like. I'm playing against player 76690, or I don't know how else to say it, piling Rhys the Redeemed. And the Wrath the guy makes me want to maybe keep Rhys, because Rhys likes to make a lot of tokens. But I think I can do better, so let's take a free mulligan. I like this hand a bit more. Everything's coming into play tapped, unfortunately. I may not have besaged you, but yeah, I think I like this more. This lets me do more fun, rampy stuff, I feel like, and I'll start there. I still have to settle for the comeback, settle the wreckage to deal with any board wipe stuff, so I think this will be fine. So let's start off by saying hello to the opponent. Play out the Temple of Plenty, and we'll keep the planes on top. This way then I can hold on to the Boseiju. The Castle Ardenvale now come to play untapped. Ooh, that's interesting. Usually Rhys is the first turn play. So planes. And I would say let's go with Into the North because I'm going to get a tap land, and lands are harder to blow up than, say, a random artifact. Galadriel. And then I guess a Rhys at this point, yeah. Ambitious Farmhand. Alright, so I think here we can start off comfortably with Samwise and Ambitious Farmhand to draw me a card, or more specifically, draw me a Plains. And now let's see, I don't think there's any use for the Boseiju at the moment. Probably going to go for the Lemon Spread. Yeah, I don't have anything that I can get back. 3 more creatures, that's probably not going to trigger. Migration Path, interesting. So he's just trying to get a lot of mana, or is he just going to ramp? Just to ramp. Harmonize is a good draw. Let's swing with Sam. So there's that. And I feel like, while Lammas is nice, I think playing out the Arcane Signet and then using Harmonize to draw 3 cards to refill is a much better play. Stew the Conies is good. We have Tireless Provisioner. Can I do some craziness now with, say, Doubling Season? 5 and 2 with the Lemma spread. Elvish Chancellor's not too bad. Oh, because that's pumping all the stuff. Is he? Oh, are these all elves? Oh, so this is elf tribal. Okay. He hasn't searched for a finisher. Doesn't mean he hasn't drawn it, but okay. I gotta land. Tireless Provisioner. Can I play Tireless Provisioner? That okay. So we're gonna do that. I think. Stew the Conies is fine. Probably want to do that against the Elvish Chancellor. So let's start by doing Tireless Provisioner. Get a food. Play out a land. Get myself a treasure token. Treasure token. Get out a Doubling Season now. And no attacks. Rhys will make it 1/1 warrior token. For each creature in control, yeah, he's not delivering creature token. So that's neat. And I think at this point, I'm gonna kind of sit back. I'll probably I can use Settle the Wreckage. Nice. They have their own, which makes sense. Rhys is about making all these tokens, so why not? But unfortunately for you, treasure tokens, we're not gonna let you have your fun. We're gonna channel destroy your Doubling Season now. That's worth blowing up a little bit. Create a 1/1. Target creature with damage to its power, target creature you don't control. Create a 1/1 elf creature for each creature you control. I feel like as long as I keep up 4, so we'll use green here. Let's have, and we'll take out the Chancellor because that's giving a bigger pump. I mean, the Chancellor's going to be insane, regrettably. But at this point, if I were to let the go with the Settle the Passage... Maybe I should have actually... I'm overthinking it right now, but maybe I should have actually just killed the Galadriels. Let them get the... No point attacking. Let them keep the Chancellor, so these are all 2/2s. That would entice my opponent more to attack, so I could hit him with the Settle the Wreckage. And if they just pass to end of turn, I'll just flip the Ambitious Farmhand because I have Coven at the moment. Oof. Okay. Who are we getting rid of? Tireless Provision is pretty decent. Can I take the hit? You know something? Let me activate. I know what I was saying about keeping things open, but I'm also feeling like, this buys me some life. I get to kill a couple tokens. You know, I don't think Risk for each creature you control. Okay, that might get scary soon. So, I don't think there's anything for me to. Is there anybody to get back? Getting back with. Oh, actually, getting back with Seiju might be worth it. That's one of the neat things, at least with both Seiju and Samwise, is that it allows me to reuse it multiple times to blow stuff up. So we'll channel it. We'll blow up the ossification. They'll get a land. It'd be funny if they kind of swing and I have that settled to kind of just boom, finish everything off. Wow. All right. Whenever another non-token. All right, so we'll take that. Let's play out Lemus. Get another card draw here. Yeah, that's a good one. So now here comes the tricky part. If I play him out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I can play him out. You're gonna end of turn. But I feel like at this point I can't risk doing that because I have to worry about 16 creatures coming at me next turn. No attacks. So do I think I can survive another attack of 16 odd creatures? Wait, 16, it'd be more like, it's 9, so it's 18 creatures. Can I survive 18 creatures? I can if he doesn't have a big pump. We'll just pass here. Mostly because I don't want to risk it. And look, he might think I have the settle, and if he's good about it, he will try to just swing with only like half his tokens. In which case he kind of gets me there. I think I still have Visagia, right? Yeah. Elven Farsight. Oh, okay. This is just a reskin of another card that does the same thing. It's alright. But again, what I would probably think too, if I'm playing an elf deck, yeah, I'm going to play this card. How afraid is he of swinging at me? Do I have 16 things coming? Oh, I have 16 things coming at me. Huh. Oh, this gets to be really interesting in this regard now, right? Because if I use... so he's used to this. If I do settle, he just gets 32 next turn. So I think what we'll do here is we'll create the tokens. And we'll just fight what we can fight. So we'll have one chump block there, one go there, one go there, one go there. The 3 life I gain kind of knocks that, so I want to take 10 really this turn. Yeah, no, it's getting pretty bad. It really is. I'm looking at the idea of getting a board wipe going on here, just to kind of like clear things out. And again, all I have left in here is really the Visagia, right? Yeah. Eater of Virtue. These guys got like nothing for them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, playing out Zofidel now. Mostly because I think it hides the fact that I have 4 mana available to me. Yeah, no attacks. Turn Timber Symbiosis. I don't see that one played that often. Oh, frick. This actually is really good for me because it's got to incentivize him to think, you know, he got me beat. I mean, granted, now I have to use Settle the Wreckage. So, is he going to swing all out? He is. And that worked out very well for me. Whew. Now, well, he can see it. I mean, you're going to have all the mana. Good game. Good game. Whew. Alright, I was glad I was able to hide the fact that we could fit in Zofidel in there. Whew. Alright, player 76690, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, this hand seems fine. I got the ramp. Yeah, I think, we got ramp, we got some whatever going on. There's some Graveyard control. We're playing against Ivan Luna, playing Lagrella, the Magpie deck. Oh boy, this will be a slog. Is this hand worth keeping then? I don't got card draw, I got the Gilded Goose. Deal with things in the graveyard. I'll take a free mulligan. Actually, this seems just as much. This actually seems better. Let's keep this going. Battle of Bywater. Okay, cool. Keep this. Go off the Canopy Vista. There we go. Temple of Enlightenment. Yeah, so, yeah, Lagrella is definitely going to be a slog. So let's start by saying hello to the opponent. And let's put in Canopy Vista in tapped. Samwise by default is my 2-drop play. So let's not disappoint them, and let's get that counter spell in play. Oh, okay, bounce spell then. Swords to Plowshare, sure. Get that out of the way now. Alright, so they're not playing Lagrella. Why? Interesting. Go with fixing. With power 3 or greater. Yeah, that's not worth it right now. We'll pass. I might just cycle this generous Ent so that I have, you know, making some use of the mana. I am getting the feeling though they might be very much be like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna hide behind all my counter spells and all of that good stuff. Forest. Yeah. Let's get a forest actually. We don't need all that white. I don't even want to force myself to have to use the pay the 2 life right away for something. So I kind of feel like food combo could be useful. Okay. So maybe it's not a counterspell he has in his hand? You let it go there? You got artifact? You have enchantment removal? Or is it just it's a control deck and you choose just another removal spell on a commander? Well, in that case, 6/6. Food token, right? Yeah. Well, I have my own 6/6 that I can play for 5 mana. Oh man. I didn't really want to use the Battle of Bywater just to get rid of Vorinclex. That's something where I was like, nah, don't feel like it. Oh, alright, Elite Spellbinder. This will be an interesting one to check out. And then what does Vorinclex do on the backside? Mill 10, 2 creature cards. So this is one of those things where he's taking... Oh, he's taking the teleportation circle. Okay. Alright. Well, you know, I'm just play out the Nith Ghost this way, then he doesn't know exactly what I got here. So, we'll swing. You know something? Let's do Eodian Dissident. Alright, so don't counterspell it seems like. Let's just blow everything up. Because I'm not waiting for them to get to that mana for the Vorinclex. Was it 7 mana for Vorinclex? It's 8, but... Alright, so that's what they were waiting to get to at some point. Alright, so the teleportation circle seems to be a little bit on the silly side here. None of these I can get back with Samwise. I do kind of like the idea of maybe just seeing if the laner can stick. And then cracking a food to search for a land. So that'll give me 8 mana. Allowing me to... I'll get green. Get a white. Allowing me to now both use Samwise and Harmonize in the same turn. Which I think will be very useful. Thragtusk is pretty good. Used to run that in my EDH decks. Oh man. Imprisoned in the... Hey, that was my 8th man. Perfect, okay. Gotta find that Boseiju now. My turn. Really gotta find that Boseiju. Alright, let's harmonize first. Tile Provisioner. Let's drop the snow-covered forest for a treasure. Now let's play out Samwise. So now at this point, I can go for Provisioner and a Teleportation Circle. Oh no. Alright, well that's kind of cool. Get the reset a little bit. You're gonna blow up my food, I guess, but you might as well make it counters. Biggest thing you got is a 5/3. Put on the Child's Provisioner then. Because this is like bonus. Dang. We'll take the hit here actually. Mostly because if I get that teleportation circle down, I mean granted it's gonna get blown up with the Knight of Autumn. They're gonna get rid of so you're gonna get the Beast token. So those are pretty decent. That's fine. But the Yodian Dissonance will be fine. Oh my goodness. Do you have the... Oh, okay, no counterspell for that. Cool. Into the north. Just to get the land out there. Arctic Tree Line. Again, nothing that I can bring back. All the mana in the world right now. No attacks. End the turn. So, I'm guessing they got some sort of trick to try and repeatedly bounce? Yeah, that's fine with me. I really don't care about that land at this point. Doesn't really do much in the deck. It's scary looking. That's best you get out of it. Scary looking. But yeah, I would imagine they got some more tricks to try and repeatedly bounce Lagrella all the time. Yeah, we'll put it on Samwise. Why not? No attacks. And I don't really care about some of the blocking as much right now, because even then I have food to get back. So yeah, 6, cool, yep, there's that. No blocks. I mean, I have most of that covered. I have that covered with my food right now. Alright, so, there's the Castle's Welcome Stick. There's no point playing on my last land, I feel like. 2, 4, 6, yeah, no. 2, 4, 6, yeah. No attacks. We'll stay defensively right now. We'll bounce the Yodian. And at this point, it's better. Who can draw the better thing? So, this is why, again, I put the Teleportation Circle in this deck, because I thought, hey, it'd be fun. Like, if they had that, that would be going for Lagrella in this deck. Oh, and I cannot play out the Trail of Crumbs right now. This is what I'm looking for. Trail of Crumbs is freaking awesome. Now, okay, see, now I'm going to give you options. Obviously, you're going to go for the Teleportation Circle, because that's the one that's, like, pumping everything up for me. The Momentary Blink now probably could also go after some other things. Alright, so at this point, definitely playing the land out's going to matter, because I have a lot more food to do. If I can get... Oh, what can I get away with? Scar Legendary card, draw 2 cards. That's pretty sweet. Good for them. You're right, because you don't need the mana at this point. I think either Tokasa or the Trail of Crumbs might be the next thing. Obviously, they're going to use that Momentary Blink again. So, like, nope, generating too much value. Pass. And thankfully... Oh, wait, I can get... Okay, so what does that mean? Alright, so we're gonna slow some of that down. Let's draw. Golden egg, okay. So she's already picked Samwise. So that means then we're going to use Child's Provision against the counter. That resolves, Thragtusk gained a life. Cool. So then what we'll do here now is we'll... Oh, historic card. Oh, I always thought Teleportation Circle, I keep forgetting that it's not an artifact. So, Battlefield, green. Cancel. Let's actually resolve. It's not worth it. Take the actions and commands off. You're the Knight of Autumn. Take 3. My turn. Wow, more lands. Okay. Planes. Let's go with the food token right now. Let's put this 4/3, 4/3. So at least we got one powerful blocker. Then we'll throw in a Trail of Crumbs. Put that on him. Go on to Samwise here. Draw another card. Wow. I think now is just the time to do this real quick. I get to sacrifice 3 foods. Let's pay the 1. Sure. Pay 1. Parallel lives. Pay 1. Tough cookie. Alright. And yeah, let's play out Tough Cookie, because that's going to be a big pump now to the team. Let's see, let's get up to 1. Let's go there again. Alright, yeah, that was a big pump to the team, so that's useful right now. And then that also means I could probably start swinging in a lot more, because with Tough Cookie, I can do some of these activations with the Nithos, maybe. Wow! Dang, I don't really see Cataclysm Severe Coke at all. Not the thing I would expect. Each player chooses an artifact or creature enchantment. Sacrifice the rest. Wow. Alright, so let's choose... My creature will be Samwise. My enchantment... Oof, this is tough. I think it has to be Trail of Crumbs, though, right? And then for artifact, I'd say it has to be Tough Cookie. So I can rebuild the rest. But I can get Tough Cookie back. Nah, that's fine. And now they replay the commander. They get rid of Samwise. And I'm out of mana, right? Oh man, all of that and I'm out of the mana. That is... Whew. Alright, so you gonna put the Cataclysm under there? Alright, take the action. Alright, so let's go with Nithos. 2, 3. Oh, I have devotion to 3 green. Oh, I guess Elena's still green. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so let's pull out Doubling Season. At this point, I feel like just pull out all the stops a little bit. Play out a Golden Egg. And let's be apart. So I think my best bet here really is to sit back, wait on the attack, and then I can either use Golden Egg Oh, man. Alright. This gets to be slightly interesting. Pass the attack. Is that... 4/4, sacrifice it. I think I gotta eat it real quick. Well, wait a sec. Alright, I'm not gonna be able to... Dang it. Alright, I wanted to hoping to optimize all this stuff. Target non-creature. 5/7. Can I do this? I just don't have any more cards to draw left. Artifact enters the battlefield. Cancel. I'm gonna go with no blocks. I'm gonna gain the life though, so that here. So let's do 5 mana. Let's gain 3 life. Let's activate the Trail of Crumbs. Kellen's Light Blades. That would have been useful. Alright. Sunpetal Grove. Samwise does nothing. This guy does nothing. I'm very much looking at like... Oh, I probably could have... I should have maybe blocked the Tough Cookie with it against the Thragtusk actually there. Why would you... I mean, I know you're doing your thing, but like, why? I don't get that. I mean, I know myself. I'd probably do some of those things where... Creature, Cookie... Trail of Crumbs? I mean, you didn't need to do it wipe the board because you had Ella Schnorr. You know, like this is a little bit excessive, I would say. Sure. You know, you're picking the. You just lost the thing. Like, yeah, that didn't make sense to do that now. What you was, because the card even says. Oh, so you draw 2 cards, like, which you didn't even know you were gonna get. A random creature card with mana value less than it. Like, that just didn't make any sense to me. Do you even have 7 mana to play your commander out? You don't. Making sure one of my lands that I'm paying for here. Minus Turf doesn't do me any good. Sure, Spring Blue Druid. At least that's a creature. So I'm at 11. So I'm basically at this point, it's board wipe or bust. This doesn't even ETB to do anything. No, they got it. Good game. Dang. Yeah, no, because the Frost Titan's going to tap down the 1 blocker, so then I'm kind of done at that point, so... oh man, I'm sorry, I can't see his name anymore. Grand Luna, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. This hand seems fine again. Feel like we have the Harmonize to kind of draw some cards. We have Forge of Frontier, which will be really good in this matchup. Excuse me. Playing against Jay LeBlanc, piloting a Galadriel Lothlorien deck, so we have Elf Tribal, I would say. Or probably more appropriately Scry Tribal. Start by saying hello to the opponent, and then let's lead off with a Temple of Plenty. I mean, Trail of Crumbs is another good one to have, so I might as well keep that on top, because that'll be my card draw moving forward. Play the land, let's get out Samwise. And then worst case, I might play Samwise a Stoutheart earlier than I would like. Treasure map, alright. So let's swing here, and... So, here's the question. Do I play out Trail of Crumbs, or do I play out Sword of Forge and Frontier and give them an opportunity? You know, I'm trying to be more mana efficient, but that's ultimately the thing I decided. Usually you want to wait till like turn 5 so you can play and equip and get one hit in, as opposed to showing what you've got going on. Now if I happen to draw the land, paying 2 to equip and I miss, not the worst in the world because I have that second land, I can play out a Trail of Crumbs and move forward or whatnot. And the other thing this exposes me to is bouncing the creature. So, this gets to be the risky spot now. I do think, though, because it's 2, it's 1. I'm going to go for the risk here for the board. Make them have it. Alright, they had it. Put them to my hand. Because I think, too, the play there, even if I were to do Trail of Crumbs, yeah, if I do Trail of Crumbs there, it does leave me something on the board at least. So they were going to bounce regardless. Ah, that's some fun artwork there. Alright, now if I don't get a land next turn, we're looking into real bad problems. But I think if I get a land, probably go Samwise and then Samwise the Stout. Samwise Gamgee and the Samwise Stout-Hearted. Oh yeah, they got a land. And we're going to put that from the battlefield this turn. So let's go for Samwise. Memory lapse? Is a fresh card better than having him countered? I think we're going to put him to the command zone. And this way I can keep moving forward with, from the battlefield, yeah. So that wouldn't have worked with the counter spell. If it was put into a graveyard this turn, that would have been worked out a little bit better for me. So definitely more blue-green control, essentially. Joint exploration, but I like it. Everything in there has scry for the most part. And they kicked it to put a land into play, so it doesn't come into play tap unless the land says it comes into play tapped. Just a 2-1. You can leave it alone. Now I won't be punished as harshly if I go for sword, I feel like. I mean, they very much still could have bounce, and they probably don't want to let me hit. Let's do colorless here. Let's do colorless here. And let's equip. Alright, we get at least get one hit in. And that can make the difference potentially. Who knows? Oh, there goes doubling season. Let's get the Yodian Dissonant out, actually. Because Wicked Wolf doesn't make a food, doesn't make a food. Alright, the Trail of Crumbs will make a food and pump things up a bit for me here. So yeah, looking at possibly Trail of Crumbs, Pump, or Great Henge even would be useful as well. Okay, the Great Henge, that's interesting though, yeah. So with the sword equip, it's pro-green, so I can't actually pump in the Yodian, I can't only pump the Yodian Dissonant. They'd already used Counterspell, I feel like, so to play around it a little bit, I think I'm better off doing like either Trail of Crumbs and then into the north. We got a pump there. If I were to hit a land, let's go for Samwise here. Because I do feel like they have Counterspell in their hand. What do I get? Alright. Arctic Tree Line. Alright, so now they got some more mana, plus they got some cards drawn out of their name. Yeah, we'll sacrifice a forest, we'll search for a forest and a plains. Alright, and now I think I'm set that next turn I could start doing some stuff like Wicked Wolf, Agatha's Champion. Probably gonna do the Wicked Wolf next. Oh no, they started the Time Warp loop. Oh, this is not cool. Witness Protection, and this guy lost all of his abilities? This is all abilities. So, yeah, alright, so... might as well just chump at these attacks then. Alright, but I do think like the Time Warp was more of a desperation thing than anything else. Galadriel. Because right now they only can use blue against Samwise. Ouch! Alright. Oh, and they bounce the sword. Why not bounce... why not bounce the creature? Unless they're confident they can counter, I guess, the sword on the back end. They can look at the top, so the Augur's letting them know what they have and don't have. 4. Do I have enough green? Or is this considered a blue creature? Green white. So I have a green creature, 2 green. So if I go for Wicked Wolf, that should leave me with enough for Nithos. Disallow. Okay. Counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. Yes. Counter target spell. How is this not played more often over like... okay, I gotta remember this card a lot more then. So in that place then... can only be blocked by creatures with greater power. So the Augur could stop him. That gives me 3? Two for the Mind Stone. And we ramp some more. And we'll get the planes. No attacks, because I'm not going to die to the Augur of Autumn. So we've survived 2 extra turn spells. Now I don't have to worry about maybe only 2 more, plus any sort of graveyard recursion shenanigans to get back to Time Warp. Control a legendary creature. Okay. All the lands. So you draw the other one. Alright, so all that's gone. Elrond's here. Semi-decent blocker now. Alright, how much is it going to cost me to... why would I do it that way? Alright, so colorless... white... colorless, so that puts me at 4, 5. That's a bargain. Let's bargain away the food. And then I'm trying to do that now. Yeah. I think it's still worth it. Oh man, I lost 2 removal spells. That would have been so perfect. Oh no. Pact of Negation. Alright. Does he have another counterspell? Elrond, Ring Tempshoe, Scry. Whenever the Ring Tempshoe. Okay. This is whenever another creature enters the battlefield. You pay 3 to get the sword out there. I think I'm going to pass here. Man, it's just so sad. Actually, the board wipe wouldn't have done anything. Elvish Mariner. Yeah. Attack Scry 1. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Alright, so this is another one where it's getting near the end here. Definitely need to find either a board wipe or start to get some more synergies going. Alright. Actually, this might be the opening I need. Because I can go for Raid Henge now, which will probably help me out a lot in terms of building up a board, getting some card flow going. And now I might actually be able to get him a bit with Iago. So, is this something that's killing me too much? Or I want the Galadriel gone? So I deal with the commander a little bit. Alright. If I do this, if I do 5 here. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it'll be another 5. Alright, so we did all of that. We equipped, we swung. Cool, extra lands. Castle Ardenvale. Adventurers Fair, I don't think really gets me to give me much as I might think it does. Let's get that. I just played an extra land. I forgot about that. Which meant that I should have played the Adventurers Fair first. Oh my goodness. Pro green. Pro green's not going to make much of a difference right now, so. I forgot about the sword's effect of letting me play 2 lands. Yeah, no, because if that would have been the case. Knight of Autumn would have been played. May not have actually had an effect. Oh no, I would have attacked the Utopia Sprawl. Or, you know, again, make a 4-3 and play. So, but again, they're at the point where they're trying to get stuff going on. So, the first creature you describe 1, you get to describe 2 things down. You get to swing at me. I get to tap the Great Henge for 2 life, so that kind of negates. Say the Augur of Autumn, so I'm only going to be taking 6. But now I get the chance, I have my... Ooh. Alright, so they're tapped out again. They use their last free counter spell. So now I can kind of like draw a bunch of cards at this point between Samwise, Knight, and Harmonize. Non-land permanents. If you target my henge, alright, there's that. I'm gonna tap it myself, so I'll at least gain the life. Swing for 3. Interesting now. Alright, so I gotta deal with the Lord of Rivendell, I guess. Because with Rivendell can block Samwise. So let's do all of these fun things. Yeah, let's do the Hunker Dude. What does he need? Sacrifice 2 other creatures. Fortified Village. Oh. I can probably draw some more cards. And then I think, well, let's play out the village. Nothing else, right? Yeah, it only does that thing. Alright, so let's have these 2 swing at you, I guess. So now the question becomes, I think they drew a board wipe, the one-sided board wipe, or do I try to go for more like the... So therefore, I think that you can block that with Elrond. You forgot that, didn't you? Yeah. Probably a good idea to do that there. Now, that's a good question. Alright. Takes the damage. Gets rid of one. Get that going. I think for me, I'd rather draw the cards. Because this is indestructible counter. They're not going to be fighting me, I feel like, anytime soon. So let me draw the cards. And end the turn. This way then, if they were to bounce everything back, at least now I have more options on what to do. Alrond's Epiphany. Wonderful. So that's the third extra turn spell they had. Sylvan Anthem, pretty decent. But again, too, now I have to do deal with the Night of Autumn, and then my Samwise can sneak in. Alright, Rivendell, you scry, gets the land in. And we'll be tapping down. Yeah, I probably would tap him down too if I were you. Oh, it's scry 2 down. Whenever you scry 1, whenever you scry, number card scryed looking at. Yeah, so that's... Scrying 2 is pretty insane there then. But no, their deck I think is a lot of fun. I've tried doing a scry deck. Theirs has been, little, again, it ended up being like long and not time consuming, possibly time consuming. I try to stay away from the extra turn spells sometimes, unless that's like the intention of the deck is to like be mean like that. Okay, so let's see, 6, 10. All right, so I at least can take another attack. If he happens to be able to bring back Time Warp from the graveyard and do an endless loop that way, then I probably am done for, game-wise. But you got 4 cards in hand. You've already seeked the manor. You can probably scry to, tap down my last blocker. I know I would do that. What was that land? Demolition Field. Oh, okay. So that's... Oh, I don't know. Alright. Add that. Yeah, resolve. I think that's them overthinking things a little bit, because I'll take another white source to replace that one. Because now I'm after the 24 life. That player's controlling Mr. Schiller. Yep. Yep, so a ton of mana. How are you going to win right now? I got you down to 7. And actually, probably blowing up the Anthem's probably the right call anyways, with the Night of Autumn. So we're just going to wait for him to move to combat, and I'll crack my food. Be nice if they blew up another one of my lands so I can get another value out of this stuff. Whatever attacks. So yeah, they probably could actually attack all out. Okay, that's decent. And the other creature is a 3/3. Doesn't really do much. So 6/6, okay. Alright, so you did that. You did the Rivendell thing. You didn't need to, but you did it. Unless you're trying to tap down my stuff. Reveal. Top card of the library. It is not a land. Tap up the X. No, you did not tap down my Spring Bloom Druid? Oh, dang it. I went too quick with that stuff. I was supposed to draw this thing. Ay. Gaining more life. Ooh, Agatha, Soul Cauldron. What do you got in your graveyard that I can use? Like no creatures. Elrond. Oh, Wicked will be useful, actually. Alright, so we'll play out the green here. And I think we start off by doing... okay, target creature you control. Alright, so let's try Agatha's Soul Cauldron real quick. Play out a Gilded Goose to draw some more cards. Ooh, Teleportation Circle. I feel like he's got a Mass Scry spell to try to tap everything down ultimately. Right, there's all of that now. Destroy target artifact enchantment, let's go with that. Alright, I don't think there's really much else left for me to do. So we'll double everybody up. Okay. So we swing for 5. That's pretty decent. That'll survive. Don't care if he dies. Samwise can only block by the 1. So we swing that way then. Oh! Ah, dang, he got me on that one. Okay. Sorry, I got some songs stuck in my head right now. I have American Slang by the Gaslight Anthem. If anybody's a Gaslight Anthem fan out there, let me know. I just been listening to their new album a little bit. It's not bad. I still think for myself the favorites have been Handwritten, followed by the 59 sound. Though American Slang has a few bangers in there as well. So that was their big play. I tried to kill the Zelfidel. Zelfidel, we can probably just sacrifice some stuff too. I don't care if the Gilded Goose goes away. Keeping the Samwise alive might be pretty decent to do though. Alright, so that's fine. That's gonna happen. You know, Samwise I can get back actually, so I think what we'll do is let us go with getting, from my graveyard, a Wicked Wolf. So, what is that saying? Put a 1/1 counter. Put that there. And now let us activate Sacrifice the food. Sure. Pay 1, we'll put a land in the hand. Sure. Sacrifice the food, kill the land. Sacrifice the food. Sure, well, this one we'll pay for. Alright. And yeah. So we wiped all of that down. I think that was our last kind of like hoo-ha thing. And I don't feel like I need to do anything else per se. Outside of maybe we'll do the teleportation circle. End it there. And I just want to redo him. Just so I kind of get all that other stuff going on. Token. We'll put the counter on him again. And end the turn that way. So I have got a couple food things going on at least. So that I can now, won't die. Oh, frick. What are you casting that? That's that all you're using up all that mana. Looking at my life flash, we have like 20 mana right there. I think I got you, buddy. J. LeBlanc, I think I got you here. Again, yeah, you could do a board wipe. You can do the board wipe, but that's just not going to be enough. Because I'll just have a lot more rebuild than you. So I think play the land, and then I think for the most part, let's just swing out. If he's got the bounce spell, you know, he's got the bounce spell. That's the only reason why you would play it this way, is you have the Cyclonic Rift. Okay, cool. We're going to delay the game that much more, put that to the hand. Alright, so now comes the fun bit of trying to figure out. Start with Samwise. So I pay to get 2 mana discount on the Henge. And then we are going to go with the Dissident. Cotton seems pretty good here. Essentially, I just need to have more creatures in hand than my opponent does. And then Yodian can pump up Rosie at least, which is pretty decent. I have 4 here? Perfect. 4 green. Wait. Oh, I don't. Oh, man. You lied to me here. Okay, Astral Cornucopia can't do anything. End the turn. Sure, Scry 2. It's not gonna be much, but I mean, dang it. The freaking Merchant's what I needed to win a little bit too. Oh, no, I can't play all the guildies. Man, why did it tap those ways? Alright. Lemus, Cornucopia can go. I think the land can go. Oh my goodness. Keep 7 cards the rest of it. Oh my god, this is so much better format than they used to do before. Or at least playing on your phone even. Alright, so we want the Agatha's Cauldron, definitely. Provisions. Zonfidel will help me win the game. Take the sword, that helps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So those 4 we want. And I think then we'll just get to keep Samwise for fun, as well as a Knight of Autumn. 6, and then a bird for some flying shenaniganry. Yeah, why wouldn't you just tap out, use the colored mana, the colorless mana? Alright, cool. This is actually, you know, the right deck for this card, the Temporal Anchor. You know, so put 1 or more on the bottom. You know, put everything. Basically, you have, yeah. So, how does the synergy work for this? Jace, and you have Anissa on top. Maybe you choose to put 1 or more cards on the bottom while they're scrying something from the bottom of your library. Alright. So cover on Nissa Descendant. I think unfortunately I still got you because I have what's called the Sword of Forge and Frontier. So I play that out with the Zofidel, and that kind of says game. So it doesn't really matter what you got going on here. You bounce back Rosie, you get 2 blockers, and I killed the manland. So yeah, no, this is game, guys. We survived, we made it through, we're in the end phase right now. Metamized Prophecy doesn't help you out right now. So even if you put that to the bottom, draw. Not doing it. The Cyclonic Rift was just a delay of the inevitable. And that's sometimes a problem with blue-green. With certain builds, is like, you don't get to, you know, unless you counter everything or whatnot, you're not getting there, or you don't have a way to finish everything off. Cancel Deliberation. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so your best bet was to do, I think, the Nissa Ascended, but now you don't even have that as an option. Because it's going to cost you 4 life. Put you down to 3. I don't even need a pump then, really. So I think this is a good game if they don't realize it yet, but... Because it'd have to be... Yeah, no, it'd have to be bounce. This would have to be a blue bounce spell for the forge. And then you block Samwise or whatnot. Pass. Gain the life. Play out the sun petal. Play out the sword. Put that on him. Equip the Sam. Now, this is where my friend John would probably tell me, Brendan, you're overdoing it. But this, I think, is enough to make sure that no matter what, I got this. So. Alrighty, so Jay LeBlanc, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, we are playing against Over, piloting a Nahiri Heir of the Ancients deck. So this is a Boros aggressive equipment deck. This hand seems fine. With the Wrath of God in hand, I might end up going more with the Into the North ramp route at the moment. Ooh, this is a good question now. Overgrown Farm. We need the... This is going to play tap first, and then let me also sign off on saying hello to the opponent. Ooh, they got the nice little sandlands there with Azriket stuff. Kellen Fablet, good addition from Wilds of Eldraine. I actually built a Jeskai equipment focused deck, and he's been a fun one to get to find the right equipment for the job. Beamtown Beatstick, Menace. Interesting source of ramp. Okay. So I guess we're going to sacrifice the Iajo, Seat of the Empire. And I think at this point, as I have the land, that's what we want to play tap. Alright, let's just do Into the North so we cast an Arnaville, comes decent at least. And we'll get the Arctic Tree Line on board. So now I can kind of do more setup, I feel like. In the next turn 2, I have the capability Ruined Crown. That's actually a nice one as well. A Rune card, okay. We'll draw him a card. It gives the thing haste. This is equip 2. Tukasa's welcome. Honestly, I think right now, the best bet is to play the Knight of Autumn and blow up the rune. This way it's kind of like a 2-for-1 for me. So we'll destroy the Rune Crown. So I'll get rid of 2 of their cards. And now, ideally, next turn, I'm going to draw another land. Oh, okay, so that's the game then. Alrighty. So, Over, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. Okay, this hand is alright, I think. We are playing against Vinay FM13, piloting an Isshin 2 Heavens as 1 deck. So this is a much more aggressive... I always usually think these are aggressive decks that focus on attack triggers with Isshin. ETB, gets me the lands. Yeah, I think there's something wrong with this. And then the land tax can bail me out if I start missing land drops right away at least, so that's not too bad. They're probably going to mulligan until they get a really nice aggressive hand. But I think it's fine, because then you'll start by saying hello. Lead off with the plains, play out the land tax. And now I get Ambition's Farmhand, so I can play out Boseiju, Ambitious Farmhand. Even if I get another plains, not the worst thing in the world. Are they blowing that up right away, or are they just reading it? Good, I think they're just reading it. Okay. Whew. So I'm like, that's, I mean, also, now, land tax, by the way, is not a ramp spell. This is actually a card draw spell in white. I consider things that put lands into your hand card draw. It's just kind of like forest cycling or land cycling. It's just, you're drawing cards. You're drawing land, potentially you are drawing cards out of your deck. Now, at this point, I think I'm better off. Actually, let's go with the Boseiju. And then let's just play out Samwise. They want to Sword Sim, great, not the worst thing in the world. But I feel like this way at least then I can, if I play out my Ambitious Farmhand, at least I'm getting some value, and that'll guarantee that I'm getting the 4th land that I need for the Elena Gardener. And then hopefully that'll work my way towards getting myself the Ella Schnorn. Mary, Esquire of Roham. Not Mary. Alright, well, we're taking that hit. No blocks. Has first strike. Oh, draw a card. That's pretty... Oh, so you draw 2 cards. That is pretty sweet. Alright, so let's play out Ambitious Farmhand. We'll draw the... we'll get the food. We'll get the basic plains. Play that one out, and then we'll just swing for 2. Next turn, I get to get Elena out, which will be pretty nice. I don't think I got really time for the parallel lives at the moment. That might be more of a... Ooh, okay, Goblin Motivator. That's good for Isshin, so you can attack right away to draw the card. And then in the Aether Hub, I also find is a nice card to have. You just need that, like, another tricolor land, or 3 or more color land. Aether Hub, I think, is an awesome budget thing to put in there. It's, it's one shot, but if you need to make 3 colors for Isshin on turn 3, which they did, I don't know why they wouldn't do that. You might as well play that, do it that way. What is Glintseeds? Oh, they actually might have an energy budget. All right, that's interesting. No blocks. All right, so we at least another green source. We'll play this out. Let's play out Elena. Now, regrettably, I don't have enough to... Oh, actually, no, I do now. I just don't have anything in my graveyard to get back, so I can't ramp with her right away. But that's fine. And what I might... is it worth it at this point to block with Elena to then get back with Samwise? I'm not sure that that's the right thing, per se. But definitely, I think blocking here is good because I actually have some decent blocks now. I think they're figuring out. The land attack hasn't done anything, buddy. I'm not missing land drops for a little while at least. So the question now becomes, again, do you... Oh, they drew the extra card with the Glintseeds. Looking where the hell the energy went. So yeah, I mean, you could do Isshin, and then this attacks, you get the other energy. And then I'll give you 2 so that next turn you can pay that. So I think they're just realizing maybe that the fact that I have 3 blockers, so I take the 2 from here, but then what can they do about Isshin? Because I have enough power here to stop Isshin's assault, or at least chump him at least. Adept, Falconer Adept. Alright, so this seems to be like almost like a budget deck of sorts. Alright, you get that, you get the token. I'm fine with losing the Ambitious Farmhand here. Galadriel. Attacks or enters the battlefield, choose one. I still think Elish Norn's probably my better bet here, as that'll double up all my food triggers. Do I want to attack here? I feel like the answer is no, because Elena's better for me blocking at the moment, and I don't want to block with Samwise if I can help it. So, now for setting up for next turn, Galadriel will probably be a decent one to put out there. I probably could do, let's see, 2 for land. If I draw a land, I can go land with Signet. Oh, Hooded Blightfang, that rings a bell. Whenever creature control damage attacks. Oh, alright, so that one's going to be annoying. Alright, so those 2 I think are going to get me for a little while, and that's fine. I think next turn I can start attacking, no blocks. There's no point in me losing anything to the Hooded Blightfang. Astral Cornucopia. I mean, it's not much right now. So I think we'll go with Galadriel then. Let's see if I put the counters on. Alright, so let's pay the 5. Whenever a creature permanent enters the battlefield, yep, so I'll get a bunch of that stuff. So we will go with, treasure token? I don't think I need the extra mana for the Arcane Signet, because right now it's doing better for me. So let's put 1 on Elena, 1 counter. Let's put it also on, let's see, 2 is 4. We have a white source. There we go, we gain some more foods. Alright. Is Eleanor gonna be keep? No, we'll keep Eleanor back. We'll just swing with Elishnorn at the moment. Next turn, I'll swing with both Galadriel and Elishnorn. We'll end the turn here. I'm still waiting to see what they're gonna be able to do to me because they haven't. Again, I thought they'd be more using Isshin more because I know like the way I would build is let's have a haste guy, have Isshin, unless they have some other. I don't know what to expect out of this, honestly. Don't tell me they missed their land drop too. Because I was really hoping to be able to start using the land text to draw a card. So I think at that point then, we're going to might do parallel lives and double up the treasure tokens with Galadriel. Right? I could double up that. I probably am better off. Oh, I can't double up with ETB. It's not we create one or more. That works out that way. Okay. Mayhem Patrol. Target plus 1/0. Alright, so let's see what they want to come at me with. I also might need to start keeping mana open just to gain some life. Alright, they're tapped out, so I don't have to expect any combat tricks. So I can kind of pick and choose which creatures I want to kill right now. What else has Death Touch? Haste Menace. Oh, because Isshin's in play. That's why I'm like doubling up on the drain triggers. Good call with that. So unless they have something that deals more with Convoke as a possibility for a trick right now, I'll just take the hits. Rosy Cotton. Alright, so let's go with Signet. No. I'm overthinking this. Let's play out Rosie. Put 1 counter on Galadriel. 1 counter on Galadriel. Counter on Galadriel. Other than Rosy Cotton. Let's do Elishnorn. Those 2 attack. And then let's put a 1/1 counter on Elishnorn. Okay. Let's crack a food. Get a land. Take the action. Go for a forest. So he's definitely going to drain me for 2. I think I got enough blockers to be okay. I maybe should have put that extra counter from Galadriel. Was it on another target? I probably could have put on Rosie there to make her a 2 toughness thing, but I think if Rosie dies, I'm fine with that. I'll just bring her back with Samwise. Alright, attacks. Oh, we have to roll twice. That's kind of fun. Maybe dice rolling is what I gotta look into with Isshin, maybe. Otherworldly March, okay. Take the action. That's 1 blocker down. Alright, so we gotta resolve a lot of triggers to get that stuff. Gains Death Touch over there. Gains Death Touch. Alright, draw 2 cards. So I think that goes there, that goes there. This goes here, I feel like. That should be fine. And that's game? Alrighty. Vinifem13, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. This hand seems like a fine start. I'm playing against Heliod, the Radiant Dawn. I haven't really played against this commander before, but I'm willing to wager this is again going to be a blue-white control deck. So we will keep my 7 here. And I think we're just going to try to play things out on curve here. So we'll get Samwise out going first with Tokasa's welcome follow-up. That'll give me time so I can do Sir Ginger with a Kellen's Lightblade follow-up. No place tapped, only place tapped. Let's return 2 more basic lands. And this is both those. So yeah, land drop will probably go to Canopy Vista, Sunpetal Grove, Overgrown Farm, and then the Forest. Alright, Jawari Realm Disruption. Alright, so a little land light here. So let's start off by saying hello to the opponent. Let's play out the Canopy Vista. Provisions Merchant's a pretty nice one to follow up with, actually, even 2. Plaza Heroes, we'll put the Sunpetal Grove out. And do I go for the Samwise? It might probably most likely be counted at this point. Probably because I get to keep him around so that worst case turn 4 I'd be able to play him out if I really needed that again. It's also possible my opponent might be waiting for me to overcommit to the board. Not bad art. And then they can board wipe me, so that is something to be concerned about. Heliod, their enchantment card. Activate only as a sorcery. Alright, so he doesn't have Indestructible, so that's something I can keep in mind. So I can use the Kellen's Lightblade here. Let's go with the Overgrown Farm. Marianne creates an extra one. I do think getting the card draw is going to be important, so let's get that going here. We'll swing, and then what I can try and do is set it up so that next turn I play out... yeah, they got a lot. It's 3 mana left open. Okay, this is starting to look... Oh, man! They had to play the Narset.
I have just the trick for this.
He's at 3. Alright, well, this is one of the few times that actually Sir Ginger... this is so sad right now because I don't get to draw the extra card. And it only triggers once. So, yeah, I guess... Swing 3 there, 2 there. Potentially you could say I misplayed. I should have played out the Marriott Brady bunk, but... I think for right now, I'm going to hold off on it because on the off chance... My opponent with all this mana is trying to set up for a board wipe, though really they're probably trying to set up for enough mana to be 7 mana to do everything in one shot. Wow, Seagate Restoration. Alright, yeah, they have to have a board wipe at this point. Alright, you got none? Okay, well let's get rid of Narset. So, I am starting to make us with Flash. Starting to get a little nervous about what my opponent might be doing to me here. Okay, they got 3 mana. Let's go with Brady Buck. Will this trigger? This will trigger. Mana value 3 or less. Okay. Well, with mana value 3 or less. So I thought this was power. Go figure. Alright, so I got a couple cards going here. So, let's swing. And then I have 3. I think now would be an okay time to crack a food so that I can trigger Sir Ginger. Bo Sage was actually really good here because I can get rid of the Gilded Lotus and bring him down a little bit. And or use it as a means of getting rid of Heliod, so in reality all that really means would be that I just ramped Heliod, so he only costs 1 less. Omen of the Sea, not too bad. So all the cards in the world. Thankfully I can get everything back with Samwise relatively quickly. Pass the turn. They have 1 thing in their graveyard. I got nothing in mind. Alright, board wipe. Leyline of Anticipation. They really want to play the Flash game. Alright, well, let's get rid of your Seagate Restoration then. I'm going to play out Plaza of Heroes as a backup. 4 mana. Not enough. So let's just swing and see what happens. I mean, look, if they Oh, I'm always forgetting the card. Day of Judgments. Knew that was happening. So let's see now. This is going to cost me to do that. Kellen Lightblades. Alright. That's fine. I'm not going to be stretching for a land, so let's just tap that now. Let's use Samwise here, see if they counter. I'll get to draw another card. And I think this is annoying, but that ley line is going to be probably more, it's going to be difficult. And I probably should, I mean, if I had blown it up first, they were going to board wipe anyways. Now if they have any more sorcery speed removal that they want to use last minute, I at least can get back a couple of the cards from my graveyard and replay those out. Alright, Omen of the Sea gets activated. You get to see what they got going on top there. One on top, one on the bottom. That's not good for me. Alright, Heliod. Return target isn't a guy from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the ley line of anticipation then. I'm not sure. I mean, I've activated it, so it's, you know, hopefully that's what they were expecting. So that doesn't happen now. Smothering Tithe. Okay. They're gonna. I mean, they already have a ton of mana, so at this point, it's not worth it for me to not resolve, decline, to get the treasure. Let's play out a Fabled Passage and just filter the deck out a little bit. So it probably doesn't really matter what I get, but I'm gonna go for a white source here. Alright. Alright, so this is what we'll do now. We will, if I do 4 here, I do 2 for Sir Ginger, I don't have enough for everything, so let's bring back, it's funny, I could actually just bring back Boseiju and kill the commander, and then do that kind of loop. I feel like that actually is the better play, mostly because I don't need to use Kellen's Lightblade, and then I could defeat their Heliod ETB, and this is something that they can't counter in terms of, excuse me, in terms of them blowing up. Like, they can't, there's some counter spells that can deal with triggered abilities, exile all other spells. Okay, so they happen to have one of the ones that actually do that. Is there anything else here worth doing? Can exile all other spells and counter all abilities. Alright, cool. So you got me on that one. So I guess then I just do this trick. So let's add a green here, right? And that leaves me with the white open. Yeah, colorless. Let's go here. Alright. We'll swing. Clearly I have a trick. Alright. Yeah, keep the trick up. No problem. This way now. So now again, I kind of get figured out something. They have the one of the few transform Heliod. Spells you cast once for each card your opponent has drawn this turn. Oh, great. So that's all lovely to deal with. Is this still an enchantment? Legendary enchantment creature Phyrexian God. Man, the text. Let's first try to see if we can bargain this away with a food token. I mean, I would like to think they'd have a counter spell with all that mana and all of that card draw. You still don't have any protection for Heliod. It'd be kind of silly. I mean, you could let it go and try to bring back, I think, what is it, the Omen of the Seas that I can then get rid of. Thassa's Intervention. Okay. No blocks. Alright, that's all I have there. Alright, so let's get rid of your Omen of the Sea then. That's good for, it's the only thing you're getting back to the graveyard in a sense. Draw. Again, not worth paying because they have just so much mana anyways. Yeah, they had 5 mana, 6 mana right there, so no point holding off onto anything there. Now do we attack? Well, I feel like we might as well see what they got going on here. +1/+1, so I want 5. I think we're not going to sacrifice the food right now because it's not going to make a difference. Alright, colorless, colorless. Let's just go with the Ent. Mostly because this will get me some more food tokens that I can use to kind of was it worth it for me to get back a creature now? I don't think so because there's more than just Day of Judgment in the format for board wipes, and I'm in such a good spot with, you know, essentially having lethal on board. Like I was saying, lethal on board. Alright, so now we definitely got to use Samwise Gamgee, and man, what if I had thought about blowing up Heliod ahead of time, but that has saved me some stuff. I feel we're going to go with the Sir Ginger here, mostly because on the off chance my opponent plays a Planeswalker, off chance here, I'm able to he'll get haste. Yeah, take the action, put my commander to the command zone. Yeah, no, that's pretty decent. Oh my goodness, I have these 7 things to worry about. Oof. Alright, there's Heliod. So I need my own board wipe now that I think about it. So probably Sir Ginger's the first thing that I want to cast here, mostly because that will let me draw additional card to get to one of my, I think, 2 board wipes in the deck. Alright, yeah, that's happening. You know, you still got all that going on. Anything else, or am I losing out on this one? Cool. Let's get rid of the Day of Judgment. Oh, is there a way I could be playing around that board wipe last round? That's kind of tricky. Alright, draw. Lemon Spread. Resolve. You already have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, so decline. You're already going to have whatever going for you. So, colorless. Colorless. Let's go with the Sir Ginger. Now it's drawing me a card, yeah. Green, green, lemon spread. Avenger's Fair doesn't do me any good right now. I was thinking too, like, wait a minute, I have a chance of drawing one that doesn't actually do the creature power 3 or greater. Then create a food token for each creature you control. Let's see, 3 or greater, which would kill my Sir Ginger anyways. So yeah, no, they got this. Good game. So, Ilio0324, thank you very much for the game. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, this hand seems like a good start. I'm playing against Rysw, RYSW, piling an Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger deck, which seems very appropriate for the last game of this video. I have 4 wins at the moment. This one will decide whether you have to subscribe to the channel. So here we go. We're going to keep this. We have the Delighted Halfling to kind of get us going really harsh here. So, I mean, Ulamog, this is a ramp deck. Straight up, it's a ramp deck, so I need to be aggressive. So let's start by saying hello. Play out of force. Get out the halfling. And so now the question becomes, what goes where? I feel like we're leaning towards a Spring Bloom Druid to ramp me up a little bit here. Get the white going. So I do the Spring Bloom. That puts me up. Get rid of 1. I'll have 3 lands. I'm doing the math real quick. He'll ramp me up to 3 lands. There's my 4th land, so I'll have 5 mana. So that'll give me a Tokasa plus a Samwise. So yeah, let's do that. Alright, let's get rid of the plains. And we'll go for 2 plains this time, because we have a green in hand. Alright, and now next turn with my 5 mana, that'll let me play out Tokasa. Plus, I'm going to go with Samwise here. Yep, what does this one do again? Oil counter, add mana, 2 more oil counters, draw a card, 5 or more oil counters. This destroy effect doesn't do me any good here, so let's start by playing out. Let's play out the Tokasa first. Get Samwise going. So you have to draw additional cards. Stew the Conies. That's also a fight. That's not going to do anything. It's an indestructible Eldrazi creature. Wicked Wolf. Okay, so that has mana ramp now. So he's got 4 mana. Giver of Ruins. Okay, that actually is a key card right now. So let's go. Let's see. We want to do as much as we can right now. This will help me draw a land at least. That let me play out something else. Alright, there's food. Yeah, reveal the land. Sounds good. Draw another land. Great. Play out. I need double green, don't I? Let's go. Oh, Shrine of the Nyx actually is pretty decent because that lets me. Yeah, I can do that. Perfect. That'll give me some more food. Alright, Great Henge is probably good right now. Keep that going. We'll play out a Giver of Runes. Seems really good. Next, let's swing here. And then the plan here is to make the Wicked Wolf at least a 6-drop. So that means that I'm paying 3 for the Great Henge. And hopefully that will get me some other further stuff. Celestis, okay, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yep, all that's good, all good. Oh no! Alright, well, we're not drawing the Great Henge. Might as well look for that land. Let's go for a green source. Let's see now. Let us still sacrifice the food, just because I don't know what I'm gonna get, and making him 3, 4, 5. I don't think I have to worry about too much right now. So I think making him a 6-drop though helps me with the aggressive plan here. And yes, okay, sweet. I was gonna get there. Yay! So, unfortunately, my screen blacked out and I can't read your name anymore, opponent. But opponent, thank you very much for the game. That is 5 wins. Subscribe to the Hobbit channel. Help me grow. Let's go on to the wrap-up. Alrighty, and that is the video for today. The final record for the deck was 5 wins and 5 losses. Did a lot better than I was expecting, as this is with the idea that this deck is themed around a Thanksgiving feast. So to get 5 wins, I'm very happy with how the deck performed. It was a lot of fun. I think Samwise was surprisingly good. I didn't think when I first saw him spoiled it'd be like, alright, cool, green, white, milled, whatnot, but being able to recur a lot of your historic things that are utility things, like how many times have I bringing back Boseiju Who Endures with Samwise's ability has been so clutch in some games. And then just, again, you are able to now make different trades and blocks with your creatures, knowing that, okay, I'm just going to bring that back now with Samwise. So it kind of ends up being a sort of a inevitability engine, as well as card advantage, essentially, because you're getting more use out of those cards that essentially pay for, once you replay the creature, is a third of the cost of bringing it back with the food tokens. I have a few more themed decks planned for you guys for the next couple months, working on a Santa's Workshop kind of deck. I don't want to spoil that one too much, but that one I'm looking forward to. So that should be coming out next month, hopefully around Christmas time. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the holiday and eat some turkey. And if you don't celebrate American Thanksgiving, I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. As always, thank you for visiting the Batcave, and have a great day.